Alrighty then, here we are. Successful Indie Author 5-Minute Focus, episode 354, 130 character ad copy. Here's Stanley on his pillow with his blanket because it's like minus 44 out today, I think. So anyway, he's just sleeping and enjoying that. All right, 130 character ad copy. That's when you start an Amazon ad and you make it a text ad. You get 130 characters to work with. So how can you maximize the benefit of those 130 characters? First and foremost, get out of the mindset that you have to use all 130 characters. It's gamified a bit in that there's a little countdown counter as you're typing your ad text or you copy it in that says you have 30 characters left, you have 20, you have 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't worry about that. Just make sure you have the highest impact words there that you can put. And then once you have that great one-liner that picks the interest of the browser and somebody who pulled up a different product page, and there you are with the, hey, look at this. All you want them to do is click, but you want them to click because they're interested in that topic, and that's the hook. You don't have to tell them all about the book, not a synopsis, just put them over to your product page so they can then start looking, saying, hell, that's what I like. So well-targeted ads with that hook that draws in the right readers. That's the best advice I can give you. And if you want great examples, well, search, browse Amazon and look at the ads they show you. And if they resonate, great, take that lesson. If they don't, well, take it as well that maybe somebody didn't target as well as they should have. Because I see a lot of stuff targeted at me because I'm a name that a lot of people recognize, and it has no bearing on stuff I write. So nice try, but you're probably getting clicks that don't convert to sales, and that's what you want. You want those conversions because when somebody clicks on that ad, you're paying for it. And nowadays, you're paying more than you probably want to for it. So what do? You make sure that it is well targeted. You set the hook, you get them to click, and then that takes them over to the product page, and that's where you've got to, you reel them in. You can't just set the hook and not reel them in. You lose a fish. Well, who goes fishing to lose fish? Anyway, so like a simple question, but a question very targeted towards, hey, if somebody's interested in this question, and finds a statement compelling, then they might like the book, so that you get them over to the product page, and that's where you turn browsers into buyers. So let me give you some examples of my stuff. What if we're the aliens? And leave it at that. So I watch Ancient Aliens. I've got books that if you like Ancient Aliens, hey, you might like these. Not the conspiracy theory kind of stuff, but just the fact that, hey, somebody may have existed before. They may have manipulated DNA, all this good stuff. So what if we're the aliens? Cool, huh? That's all I want. Set the hook, send them over to that book where the first line is, where does xenomorphs come from? Aha, okay, manipulated DNA. I want those readers to read and jump in my stuff. I got all kinds of manipulated DNA series. So another one that goes with that series that I've run is Indiana Jones meets Island of Dr. Moreau in space. Now that also is aged. Keep in mind, Island of Dr. Moreau is an old book. And Michael York, when he was a young man, acted in that movie. And that movie was great. But I'm 59, and I recognize it, but will a younger readership recognize it? No big deal. I'm trying to get the older readers because I know they'll like this series. So that's where I'm going with that one. Refine it so you only get clicks from people most likely to buy that story, most likely to understand what it's about. Because if somebody doesn't understand what Island of Dr. Moreau is, that they've never read the story, an old story, by the way, then they're not my targeted reader for this specific ad. A lot of other readers will like this book, but for this ad, this is what I'm trying to draw in that older readership that likes H.G. Wells, that likes Jules Verne, and can dive into this book and say, cool. Another one that has resonated really well is A Cat and His Human Minions. Now, when I leave it at just that, I tend to get a lot of people who like crochet, knitting, and have cats at home and aren't necessarily sci-fi readers. So I added in ... in space. Okay, now let's refine. So I'm refining my own target readership within that one ad. my also boss at one point on that A Cat and His Human Minions was knitting clothes for your cat out of their own hair. All right, a hitman with a conscience. That's a good target for thrillers, action adventure, men's adventure kind of readers. But I also target romantic suspense readers and have had great reception from those readers on this series. So a hitman with a conscience, ... and a girlfriend, and leave it at that. So now it's like, okay, romantic suspense, that's a bullseye for that readership, and I get a great response, a great reception on those ads. So focus. Military sci-fi, rising from the ashes of a once great civilization, Battleship Leviathan. Okay, you kind of get the hint that this is science fiction. Leviathan, okay, cool. And get those ancient alien readers as well. Okay, great mil sci-fi, sure, why not? So this isn't Lemuria, this isn't Atlantis, but it's cooler. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to push. Get them over to the product page, and they'll like the cover. The cover will be high impact. The blurb is good, catchy, and we turn browsers into buyers. 130 character ad copy. You can also use it for your Facebook ads on that top part where people just see that little bit. A lot of people will use a lot of words once they click read more, trying to close the deal on that sale. Other people won't. Like me, I don't put very many words beyond the read more. I want them to click on it and buy it. One click buy. Those are the wins. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for with the ad copy, with the 130 characters. You don't have to use them all, but for the ones you do use, make sure they're high impact and bring the exact right readers into your book. A Cat and His Human Minions in space. Refined, bring in the right readers, make the sale, declare victory, get paid in 2 months, and be happy. All right. Peace, fellow humans.